A very good day all. I'm Kana from UOW Malaysia. Today my topic will be on process tracking for compliance using IoT enabled RFID technology for engineering laboratory. Okay, the overview of study at the engineering laboratory looks into the efficiency that is managed, the conducive practical setting, the adequate and inventories at the laboratory. Does it meet the customer expectation, sustain of compliance, and adhere business policy? So the aim of study here is to create a smart and integrative IoT enabled RFID technology system for process tracking in view of managing, sustaining, and compliance requirements for operation of engineering laboratory facility. Problem statement. Compliance requirements typically cover a range of processes for laboratory facilities. However, these processes are crafted and supported by fallible manual systems where inconsistent practices such as processes ignored, overlooked, and information record inaccuracies subsequently end up not actually being compliant. Okay, basically we see out in the market we don't have such a system automated in to monitor such a issue. We always notice that we have only the tracking system to track items and also equipments at the labs. Therefore, the objective that came up to for me is to develop an automated process compliance system with alerting mechanism driven by RFID technology for engineering laboratory, creating graphical user interface that serves the graphical output to reflect compliance status of process in the form of indicators, and to generate data analytics based report using information as diagnostic component for tracking and record keeping of compliance status. Okay, these are the three reasons why I have to bring up with such a system. Okay, quality compliance with smart monitoring system. Mainly under the monitoring system, we have to focus on maintenance, and then you have to focus over calibration, which is scheduled by the vendors, as well as the health or the aged equipments which is no longer can be used due to the repair stage, or maybe it couldn't be used in the coming time. Therefore, this kind of equipments are not actually recorded under the tracking, because tracking is only to track whether your equipment is present or absent. However, this system that which is being developed here is for me to monitor this kind of equipment's health and the situation and status of the equipment itself. Okay. Under the ISO, which is the International Standard Operation, it's important to know that we are recording this compliance management scope under the 9001, which covers the engineering facilities at the engineering laboratory. So the area that is covered here will be mainly on the maintenance and service process, the calibration process, and the outdated asset process, whereby you could see that under the maintenance and service process is to be handled by the internal technical team to ensure the condition is okay as a basic check, and to ensure the health of equipment is still safe and compliant over the stakeholders. whereas under the calibration process is considered to be like a major service, whereby the service people or the service guys will be dropping by to the site or taking back the equipment to their place to conduct the proper calibration and ensuring a period of time before the next major service to be done. Therefore, they will give a green light or a certificate like document to state that this equipment is be compliant and also safe to be used during the period of time. However, comes back to the age of the equipment. Therefore, how would you say that this equipment is off from usage by the stakeholders? Therefore, we have a category, another area called the outdated asset process, whereby this outdated asset will be recorded as equipments beyond repair and equipments that are no longer can be repaired or serviced or even to calibrate in the upcoming time. Okay, this is the floor plan of the engineering laboratory at the School of Engineering, UOW, Malaysia. This is the preliminary setup whereby we did a small test first before we mounted the antennas permanently onto the spot, whereby we had to use a stand to capture the area. So as per default by the vendor recorded that you put up on a 45 degrees angle. However, with the 45 degrees angle, it did not capture the whole workstation area at the lab. Therefore, we had to use this method to angle the antenna up to a level to capture the entire lab, and we got this measurement up. As you can see that this antenna, there is a RFID transceiver and a Wi-Fi connected. So for this antenna that I mentioned earlier is about this setup, whereby the antenna is now angled at a 55 degrees angle, such that it captures the entire workstation, and between the two antennas will be a Wi-Fi router and the transceiver, and between the two antennas distant at 2 meters. Whereas now the antenna's height between the rooftop and the floor will be around 2.5 meters. Here they'll be capturing the equipment which is placed on the workstation and its own RFID tag. This is how the angle captured by the antenna at a 55 degrees to capture the three workstations. So as a floor plan, as a flow chart, this is how the system works, whereby the system will start operating, and then the system will go to check equipment. As we check equipment, the system will check and says is the actually equipment updated. Meaning updated here is that the system has been updated, is dead or not. So if say that the system is updated and say yes, so the system will check for its due date again to ensure that the system the equipment due date is not past due or not even nearby the due, to ensure the equipment is safe. Whereas if the system has captured a deadline, therefore the system will send out an alert to the team, ensuring that the team will have to look into this particular equipment, such you don't overlook such and create a problem. So basically the system will generate out an email to the team saying that your particular equipment is near due, whether it's the calibration due or the maintenance due. Okay, so it has the functionalities of the interface. So it has the maintain information and records of inventory. It provides information of service schedule, provides information of maintenance schedule, and also provides health status of equipment and machines. So basically here what we can see is the system provides all this information once all these details have been provided into the system. Okay, so whereby system will have a scheduled check over the system. Okay, in the system as well also keeps record of inventory check. This is a partial part of the system whereby then the technical team will be able to know what are the items stored in the lab. Okay, this is the sketch design I made in the beginning stage, thinking on how the interface could look like. Okay, so this is how the preliminary setup I made on a sketch to say that how these indicators are actually responding, and details that are recorded are the type of equipment, the brand, the model, the serial number, the due date, and possibly I could include in the RFID tag as well. So this is how the interface created, and this interface was created using a Visual Basic program. Okay, here is what you see the interface like, whereby the interface will record all these details, and on the bottom you will see like a progress bar and a little box. So this system will actually be like this, whereby the progress bar is in full and it will indicate me the word there comply, meaning for me I look into this system and this item or this equipment, then I will know that I don't have to look in details further upon seeing a status like this. If it's in the manual, then yes, I have to be looking into each and every equipment to ensure that it's in this status. As time passes, the system progress bar will move, and because I have indicated the system to set from 75% to 100% on comply mode, so once it touches 75%, it will still show me as comply. But once it comes down than 75%, it will jump into this level whereby it will show me minor. Minor is mainly we were going on a minor comply. That means it's on the minor stage of compliance. Therefore, this will have to be the stage whereby the technical team sending out information to their suppliers to arrange a visit. In fact, if the system is not updated due to all these issues, this will happen, whereby it drops down to 25% and it will indicate me a major. So as on the minor stage, alert will be sent out, and the department head as well as the technical team will be notified. If an action not taken, it will be coming to this stage, whereby this stage the technical team, the department head as well the auditor panels could be receiving this, and when you end up in this, it shows that the technical team is not actually paying attention much. This will be the email system sent out saying that a gentle reminder, and this will be the report created for the panel or audit panels or even the department head if upon request. So thank you all.